Not the best of things to look at, but from this human waste, on the other side, this meat is being cooked. It is a simple technology for producing energy. This is renewable energy from biomass. Biomass is a renewable organic matter which includes biological material derived from living or recently living organisms such as wood, waste and alcohol fuels. In this case, human sludge is being used to produce gas for cooking.
Biogas itself is coming from down. So from down there we have the gas coming in here. Then the gas is regulated by this gadget. We have a data logger here. From here, that's when it goes to the cooking point or the heating point.
This is one kind of renewable energy that the world has been laboring to develop on a large scale. Simply defined, renewable energy is energy that is generated from natural processes that are continuously replenished. These include sunlight, geothermal heat, wind, tides, water and various forms of biomass. This energy cannot be exhausted and is constantly renewed. It is for this reason that efforts toward enhancing the use of renewable energy the world over have heightened. University of Zambia professor and UNESCO chair for renewable energy and environment, Prem Jin, has been working on renewable energy for over 3 decades. The professor, who has 2 books to his name on renewable energy, is happy with the strides made so far.
Solar energy, wind energy has been growing in the last 10 years, nearly about 30% every year, which is a phenomenal growth. We don't see them as much because they started from a very low base, but they are growing very rapidly. And in fact, just our neighbor, South Africa, has now moved already to hundreds of megawatt of solar energy. They just opened the 3rd window and they allocated something like 1,436 megawatt, which is almost the whole of Zambia's electricity production.
In Zambia, the most common form of renewable energy that has developed over the years is solar, but energy consultant Ruth Kanyanga says the impact of using solar energy is yet to be felt because investment in solar energy is still on the high side.
For our market in Zambia, I think the major deterrent to fully develop or fully exploit the potential in renewable has been the cost of doing it, because, for instance, solar panels are very expensive to set up, but of course I think the energy to drive it is just the sun. So from that perspective, it's cheaper, but the setup cost is what makes it very expensive. In addition, I think if you look at coal is a very useful resource. There's still elements we've not exploited as a country. For instance, the gas, which can be used to generate power.
But how's the demand for solar energy equipment in Zambia?
You have a very distinct difference between the urban side of people and the rural side of people. The urban side of people still haven't caught on to the value of solar yet. They don't realize that by using solar lighting, you're actually saving over 2,000 kwacha in a year. So you're buying this system and it's going to last you for over 2 years. Look, you don't have to use ZESCO. You can save on your units, on lighting. Your lighting will be on every day for 6 to 7 hours every single day. And that's the benefits that you get out of it. So when the load shedding happens, the lights are still there.
As I contemplate on the future, I asked Professor Jin, how far does your dream go? Because you've been working on this project for over 3 decades.
Essentially, the future will be a mix of all. Not that solar energy will replace everything or wind energy will replace everything. It will be a future mix with hydro, solar, wind, geothermal, because different countries have different strengths. So based on their Africa has strength on solar and wind also to some extent.
For Zambia, the ball is in the hands of governments to invest heavily in renewable sources of energy so as to reduce dependency on hydropower supply, which is currently under a lot of strain. Ruth Kamwi, TV2 News in Lusaka.